Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network, and welcome to the first episode of our new Let's Play for the third in the Donkey Kong Country trilogy. Uh, this has been a long journey so far. You guys voted on this, and I don't know if I should have said all three to begin with, but here we are. I haven't opened this app in a while, and I think this is not. I do not want this game. No Go is out ambition. Maybe another day. Mario Paint, which I have not tested, which should be fun, but where is... I was not prepared. Here we go. I think people have come around to this more recently, but I've always enjoyed this game. Where'd the pigs go? Of course, this also released around the same time as Nintendo 64, so there was that. Apparently, well, you played them. We're just gonna call myself AAA. AA. That was a heck of a jump there. See, even Wrinkly has an N64 there. Why introduce yourself to someone that you know? When it's too hectic at school with all those naughty gremlins pestering me all the time. Why you need to be in private school? That's where the money's at. Cool. And so, Donkey and Diddy have been kidnapped. I don't know if we know that yet, but I know that. And you have babysitting duty. Alright, the memory match game. X, B, X, A. I rescued a bird. But yeah, there's been some interesting things going since the last time we had a Let's Play, because it's been 2 weeks ago since I posted all of Diddy Kong's Quest together. We've had the partner showcase. We've had just today we had the indie showcase. I forget how to play. There we go. I feel like the controls are different. I don't know. It's only been like a week and a half or 2 weeks or something. Let's see what else has been going on. I guess I'm kind of glad that Diddy's Conquest ended where it did, because last weekend we did not have any time to record. We ended up we've gone through a long journey preparing to put in new flooring in our place. Saved up, we ended up getting engineered hardwood floors, which look amazing. But we also decided to do it ourselves because we are crazy and I'm also cheap. Also, it was going to be like double the amount per square footage to get Home Depot to do it, and that's insane. How do you spend enough money? So we decided to do it ourselves. Thankfully, my wife is way more ambitious than I am, so she's all about, we can figure it out. And we did. We had some great help from some friends, in particular my friend Eric, who has done this a bunch of times before, and he knew how to he cut those hard corner places. We have an island in our kitchen, and thank goodness, because I would not have been able to do what he did. One thing I do like about this game over the other games, you see the flag next to Kiddy Kong. That showcases how the blue is a little down, the yellow's up. The yellow shows that you got the DK coin. The blue shows if it's down, it means you haven't gotten all the bonus barrels. So like completing this one is a lot, like knowing how to complete it was a lot better than past two, especially the original. So yeah, we spent we had removed the flooring a couple weeks ago, so we're on a concrete slab. So literally, we've been living on a concrete slab for about 2 weeks. Put all of our kitchen and everything into the garage, so we were having picnics in the just on the ground for dinners and other meals. It was crazy. And then so last Thursday night we put the laminate, like the sound barrier, vapor barrier, has like 5 different names. We put that down. I removed all the, oh my gosh, timing's really bad. There we go, and there we go. Put the laminate down, took out the appliances, learned a few things about appliances. I was pretty unaware that dishwashers were hardwired opposed to being a plug. So that was a fun experience. Got to disconnect that and try not to die, and then thankfully I got it back in afterwards. But so we got all that out. But then let me down. Friday, I only worked a little bit, and then we had Eric come over, had my buddy Cole come over with his wife, and we ended up knocking out so much of this place in one day. And guys, I've never really like cut things like, with a circular saw. It is intoxicating. If you have not, used tools, I encourage it. I don't have many tools. I have a saw that I cut down tree limbs with, and that is entertaining. But that's been the extent, like measuring pieces of flooring and the what's it called? Not the barrier, the trim. Still a weird word. The trim and putting that around. I learned a lot. Now, one thing I will say, I never want to do that again. And on top of all that, we got escorted out of Walmart. Not for anything bad. Literally, we were going to grab some furniture pads on Sunday night or Saturday night, and we didn't realize what time it was. And we walked into Walmart at 11. And I guess I didn't realize Walmart closes at 11. So their security guard kind of was like, hey, you got to leave. And I'm like, oh. So, but I was technically escorted out of Walmart. I can say that now. Should I put that on my resume? That's the big question. Were they trying to be funny with the clownfish? I don't know. So, but through the grace of God and the help of friends, we got this flooring done. And one life lesson I've learned is I never want to put down flooring again. It will destroy your legs. I'm pretty sure we haven't recovered. I know Danielle hasn't recovered from the sleep we didn't get. And I think and that's one reason she's not here. It's been a busy week. Like, we went to our the day before we started this whole project. We had scheduled this out and then didn't even realize it. Even though we have our calendar, we use Google Calendar, we sync it up together. We know what each of us puts on there, so we can be like, okay, wow, he aggressively wanted to kill me. But the day, I love this music. The winter, in general, really, again, Donkey Kong Country 3 has the music that I just love, this trilogy I could listen to all day. Actually, that's another project. I'll go back to my story in a minute. That's another project I kind of want to work on. It's a long term. I don't know how I want to format it. I kind of want to just make music videos, not a music video. Basically showcasing my favorite songs or music I listen to while I'm editing or working. If I want to feel sad, glad. I don't know how I want the format to be. I don't know how I do it, but it is one of those that's a project I want to do. Another project I just did the recording from. I'm actually really excited about this video. An unedited audio was about 20 minutes, so probably around 14 minutes or so at the end of the day. It's called Pokemon. I don't know what I want to name it, but it stemmed from the presents we got a couple weeks ago. And there was someone on my timeline that just posted that could have been an email, which is hilarious because it kind of could have been, because there really wasn't a lot for the mainline game, and then there's a few things for the new Netflix show and Poke Park Kanto and the Go and whatnot. But really most people were tuning in for ZA, and there just wasn't much. So the origin of the video came from why did that feel hollow? And it evolved into me just discussing the history of Pokemon almost, and like how it's evolved into a brand and how it's become a full-fledged brand instead of just a game, which is what we kind of prefer to be. As like, a lot of us, I'm assuming people we watching this is like me. You came to Pokemon through the video game. Now you could have come through different means, maybe the anime or whatnot, but the video game is kind of what kept it going. But it's so much bigger than that at this point. So it just kind of goes over the history. There's some fun little facts. Kind of talk about numbers and where it tapered off, where it came back. There's some sentimental moments too. I talk about personal experiences, and the goofy looking Tigger Kremling just killed me. That's something I just said. I think it might be a bit before I have it done. There's a lot. I spent probably a week and a half writing this thing, and I finished writing it as I was getting my tire changed. So at Discount Tires, it all finished. So that we got the Wii Spirits coming out next Tuesday. The following Spirit video will be Street Fighter Part 2, which is just Evil Ryu. So that gives me some time. What other projects am I working on? Oh, I'm still getting footage for ranking every Robot Master for Mega Man. I've gotten up to Mega Man 9, and I've completely forgotten how hard and how painful that game is. Oh my gosh, Mega Man 9. To the point, spent an hour on one stage, and Galaxy Man's to start off, because that's usually the boss order, Galaxy Man and Jewel Man. It's been like an hour trying to get through his level. He wasn't too bad. And then I'm at Jewel Man, and it's a pain in the butt to get through some of this part. And then there's a mid boss, this rock thing, and I'm just having a heck of a time. I don't want to, because I'm gonna need to get footage from Mega Man at Base, from there, from online. And when I do my top videos for the GameCube and the GBA, you see that I credit every channel I take footage from, but I don't want to always take footage. I can avoid it. And that's so I know I am going to have to do that for Mega Man Base, but I didn't want to do it for the 1 through 11 since I own the games. It's been, I forgot I could pull those. Cool. But it might honestly be what I end up doing with how hard it's getting. I mean, when I say I'm getting frustrated, that's I guess that's kind of the videos update. There's quite a few things ahead. This will probably be the next couple months. Diddy's Conquest was 8 parts, so that's about 2 months. So I predict this will go into early October, depending on how things go. So we'll see. I got two thoughts on what Let's Plays we're going to continue. I might do another poll. The other option is I might end up just asking Danielle what she wants me to play. Alright, and I got a Bearcorn. What was I talking? I said I was going to go back to something. Recovering from sleep still. Okay. Does this thing burp itself to death? Can't remember. All I know is I'm about to be pushed off. Okay. There you go. I'm really trying to. I know I had a topic I was going to talk about. It was we talked about renovation. Oh, schedules. The day before we did this huge project, 4-day long project. We didn't end until Sunday afternoon. We went to a local water park like the water park is connected to our zoo, and I get tickets through work, and so we took the kids to the water park, exhausted, then go right into putting down flooring. I don't know what we were thinking. Ow. No, I almost had this, and I swear if I die, that should be it. And, you know, shooting out a cannon makes a lot of sense. Cremwood Forest. No, I think this is as good time as any to stop. It's about almost 20 minutes into this. Yep. So, thank you for joining us at the beginning of our journey of Donkey Kong Country 3 Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. If you like this, continue to come here every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next episode. That is the time that I post these Let's Plays every single week. But if you like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to join us on Discord. This is the Nintendo Network, signing off.